it's a very intense feeling. Sometimes you could have run with a case for 7 years, and it's just fantastic when you're able to make them say, look, we've won this, we've got a result.
We're very rehabilitation focused. So we take the view that no amount of money can restore somebody's independence and quality of life. So we have an approach where we look to get access to the best possible privately funded rehabilitation at an early stage to make sure people can restore their independence and quality of life.
It's daunting when you're discharged from hospital following serious injury. Who's looking after you? You can't go back to work. How are you going to survive financially? And that's why instructing the solicitor at an earlier stage is usually the most beneficial, because we can get access to rehabilitation, interim payments to support somebody financially whilst they're unable to work.
It's life-changing, but it doesn't have to be life-ending. And that's the part, I think, on Martin's point, that getting that rehabilitation and getting people's lives back on track as much as you're able is much more important, to be honest, than perhaps an apology or an admission.
And it's incredibly rewarding to see what some of the people we support go on to do. Just one example is a spinal cord injured person that I acted for, who went on to get onto the team for the Disability Ryder Cup in golf, a competition called the Cairns Cup. And that's an event that we then went on to support, but it was really massively rewarding to see what he'd been able to achieve, in part because of the support that I'd been able to provide him.
We did a 3-day charity bike ride in Tuscany, notoriously not flat Tuscany, over 190 miles. And there were about 50 of us, I think, altogether, but 3 of them were people who were spinally injured very seriously in wheelchairs, and they were powered just by their hands. And it was really inspiring, and it really brought home to us that there is life after injury. We do feel like we're doing good, and we do feel like we are the good guys. Commercial clients or whatever may well have a lot of experience in the law, whereas our clients, almost invariably, with serious injury, it's the one and only exposure they're ever going to have to lawyers. So they're totally unfamiliar with the process. It's very daunting, it's intimidating, and so our job is to make them feel at ease and to reassure them that we're on their side and we'll stick with it.
How important is it for a client to be able to ring you and know that you'll answer the phone when you say you're going to be there, and a client feeling like they can tell you that really sensitive personal detail. And those are 2 things I think weave through this business.
I think the objective test is how we've done as a team for our clients is our FIFO testimonials, where we've been sort of platinum rated for a number of years now, which is the highest rating, and the feedback that the whole team have had over the years across the board about how we've been empathetic, how we've looked after them, treated them extremely importantly, and then got a good result at the end is lovely to read, actually. So we know we're doing the right thing.